is how well amantadine works across the board for people with irritability and aggression. We also will be doing some other studies come the new year. So if you're interested in keeping in touch with us about the research studies that we have going on, please leave me your contact information here and I will contact you as the new studies come up. Some of them will be medication studies, some of them will not. We have two other studies that will be starting the first of the year that are what we call non-invasive. Go ahead.
You have flyers with the new thing you're talking about?
No, not yet. No, not yet. They're just in the approval process.
Okay.
So we can't give out information on them really until they're finally approved. And just so you know, all research has to be approved by what's called an institutional review board. So it's a group of doctors, nurses, and community participants who review all of the research and determine that it is okay for it to be done here at Spaulding and enroll people. So they're in that process right now.
Yeah.
One more thing, in January or February, a very large grant supported by the Department of Defense will be coming in as well. And it will have many studies in it, which we're not really sure yet what those studies are. So it's really a very exciting time for research with the brain. And I do think that we will see a lot of information in new therapies over the next decade or so in this area.
I have two questions.
Sure.
The first one is in the study taking amantadine all the time. Can the body build resistance to it if it's needed to be prescribed for the flu?
We don't think so.
Second question is, if someone sustained a TBI that led to an acquired, are they eligible for this study?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
In each study also has what we call inclusion and exclusion criteria. So we have to match everybody up against those criteria. So again, so some people would be eligible for one study, not eligible for another, etc. So, any other questions?
No.
A lot of people have issues like their neurologist or their people who help them with the TBI. Will tell them when they go to a doctor, make some notes, get the gist of it down. And when they do that, some medical providers don't like that, or they'll say, well, you have OCD, or you're crazy, or want too much control. And I've had this experience this week. And I said, well, no, my neurologist, who you're welcome to call, was the one who suggested I do this. And he was hearing nothing, and is a very nice medical provider, very good guy, but he was hearing nothing of this, and he wanted to help me. So I'm going to call your doctor and tell you have OCD and you're crazy. I said, well, thank you, that will help a lot. And but they would hear nothing of the head injury. And is this something that you address with your study, or address?
Well, we're trying to, with the study, increase awareness about head injury and the subsequent effects that people experience, because not everybody experiences the same thing.
No.
So we're trying to raise awareness around all of that and what we would call standard therapies are for that. And right now, amantadine is not a standard therapy. But if we can demonstrate in this study that it is effective, then it could become that. And it might increase quality of life down the road.
I'm sorry, I wasn't asking a medication question. I was asking a communication question.
Yes. Well, we're working with all the doctors. In regards to people who are coming into our study, we are actually working and communicating with their doctors about the study.
Okay. Well, this was for a flare of a lower back injury, so these weren't people whose primary thing is, cognitive things. And I thought I did a reasonably good explanation of them, which they could not take in. They were, but they were very good providers. They're very good people. It's not like they're the evil monster.
No, I think a lot of it is just awareness. I mean, people don't really understand.
Yeah.
But I do think that is changing also.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Anything else?
They have a stipend.
A stipend.
Stipend.
Yes, there is.
How much would that be?
Now see.
Good question, right?
Good question.
I read in the paper all the time that sign up for this study and you would be getting paid this.
So if I were to fake it, would I get the...
We would know.
He's getting caught.
How much is that?
Yes, there is a stipend, and the stipend is available for each time you come in, and it is $25 per time, and free parking,
And free parking, good.
and snacks.
I got a question.
$25. It's a sum of money that we give you for participating in the study. It's generally not a lot of money, it's to cover expenses, and we add free parking to that.
Can I get a thing for that, so with the people for that? Explaining that?
The stipend, or just,
Yeah, how much is the stipend?
it's
Oh, is
$25.
it on there?
Actually it isn't.
Excuse me, do you know what is a stipend? What is a stipend?
A stipend is the amount of money that we would pay you for participating in the study.
What study?
For any research study. Most research studies will pay you a stipend.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that was good news. I didn't know that. That was great good news.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here are cards.
Yeah.
My business card is here. Study flyer here. And another study flyer.
Yeah.
And then also here is a contact sheet. If you want me to contact you and keep you appraised of the studies that we're doing, please sign up with your information here and I will do that.
Okay, email?
Whatever, yeah, it's all on there.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Yay. Wow. That is George Russo live at Spaulding Hot.
Nothing, man. Anything. I already take one medication for serious head injuries. I have. What are the possibilities of if you take Humanity, the side effects on blood level, in the sense of like overtiredness or anything?
What we found is there are very little side effects to amantadine.
Okay, that's.
And there are some drugs that we wouldn't use amantadine with.
Carbamazepine is what I take.
So we screen everybody and look at what they're on and to see whether or not that will work.
All right.
Sure.
Wow. That is a lot. That is
We'll put this
a lot.
information out on the table out front, so you can grab it on the way out if you're interested. We'll
Yeah.
get started with Nikki's presentation here, and the caregiver meeting will be meeting next door with Terry. If anyone wants to make their way out, we'll give them a couple minutes to filter out.
Okay.
Yeah, caregivers.
Wait, what the meeting about?
We're talking about nutrition, and Nikki has some PowerPoints here to pass around, so I'm just going to start to pass those around.
Yeah.
So if you want to start those, you want to pass
Okay. Wow. That is George Russo live at Spaulding.